Hey guys, it's me, it's your girl, it's Queen All Said Haru, and I wanted to answer a question that somebody gave me. Now, this question, in my opinion, was inevitable. I knew this was coming. Somebody asked me, with all the knowledge that I have about relationships and readings and magic and spirituality and astrology and crystals and all the above, why am I single? Now, this is a really good question because it's something I would think of too if I had been watching me on YouTube. I'm like, why is she single? Basically, this is the bottom line. When I was a very young girl, uh, I can't even remember how old, but just young, I always believed in fairy tales. I believed in Disney and happily ever after and all those kind of things. I was a typical Aquarius in the sense that I was very whimsical in that kind of way, and I really still am. I can't even pretend like I'm not. And basically, what happened was that because of that, I came into a lot of situations with people who were not right for me, and I very quickly learned to settle. I very quickly learned that most people weren't going to be right for me and to settle, you know. So every time I got into a relationship, from the first one to the last one, I settled in some kind of way. I compromised something that I wanted, usually something pretty major, because I didn't want to be alone, because I wanted to be in a relationship, because I wanted to be loved, whatever the case was, whatever I made up in my mind. And I would settle time and time again. I settled for situations that were beneath me, people who were just didn't deserve me. I settled for infidelity. I settled for being with somebody who was with somebody and I was with somebody. I settled for treachery, chaos. I settled for all kinds of stuff. And one day, I realized that that was a part of the problem. And I told myself that I would stay single. And this has been for about 2 years now. I told myself I would stay single until I met someone who I didn't have to settle for. That was the honest to God truth. That's what I said in the mirror that day. That until I meet someone that I don't have to settle for in any way, that I'm going to stay single. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means I'm ever going to meet that person or that kind of person. I don't know if it means I'm never going to be with anybody else. I really don't know. And I'm okay with that because I have had a number of relationships. I had some good times. I mean, I haven't been with anybody that deserved me or been with anybody I wanted to stay with or really ever did stay with or I'm even in contact with now. But I had some fun. I went some fun places. I had some good times. I had some really decent dates. I mean, a lot of really nice dates. I've, had been given beautiful presents and I've had lots of good things happen in those situations, even though they weren't situations that I chose to be committed to. So I don't feel like I owe dating or relationships anything. I would love to fall in love. I would love that. The whimsical part of me is still there. I would love to fall in love with somebody. I would love to meet, I'm going to tell you what I want. I would love to meet a beautiful woman. Um, a beautiful woman, a big woman. I love me a big gal. Love me a big gal. And I would love with a beautiful face and long hair and sparkling eyes. And I would love to love her until my last breath. That's what I would love. I would love to get married to her and just build an empire with this woman. That is what I would love. But I don't know if that's what's in the cards for me or not. Um, my cards do tell me of someone in the future. So actually that they do say that. But I don't know. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know I don't know anything about that. Because to be honest with you, I really stop. Like, I used to look at my love life cards and my love life forecast and all that kind of stuff, but I don't do it anymore. I'm just like, one day, if it's meant to be, it will happen. And right now in my life, what really takes precedence is the empire that I want to build. And, I want to build and create things before I die. So that's really where my focus is. So if I meet somebody who I don't have to settle for, then I will pursue that relationship. But until then, and it hasn't happened yet. It's been over 2 years and it hasn't happened. I'm just going to stay by myself, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being by myself. You have to be okay with you. And like I said before, I've had lots of dates. I've had lots of fun. I've been lots of places. I've had great sex. I mean, what do I really, it's okay. It's okay. As long as I have, my loved ones around me, I have a great support system, I'm fine. Now, if that beautiful woman comes along, I will be the first one to be, on board. But in the meantime, I'm okay with not being with that person. You guys, I do these videos because I really want to reach out to people. Anybody really who's hurting, but really a large effort from my heart is towards my sisters, because I know how you feel, and some of you are in a lot of pain, and you've written me and told me about it, and I understand. And what I try to do is explain to you what I did and what I do, how I healed myself, how I'm getting better. And one of the things was learning to be okay with myself, learning to be all right by myself, being independent. That was a large part of it. Realizing I didn't need another person. It's nice to have another person. It's wonderful, but you don't have to have them at this moment. They come when you're ready to be together, if you vibrate in a certain kind of way, you know? So what I am going to do that I'm not doing currently is, when I do get myself straight, I am going to work towards using the law of attraction to draw a good mate towards me. I am going to do that part, using positive thinking, affirmations, things along those lines. And I'm really not doing that right now. That is one thing I am going to change one day. But I just want you to know that I'm single and I'm okay with that. And it's only because I don't want to compromise ever again. I want to meet somebody who is what I want. I'm not expecting a perfect person, but I'm expecting somebody who I don't have to settle for. Somebody I don't have to compromise my principles for. Somebody that I don't look at and want to throw up. I was dating this guy one time, and I talk about him often throughout videos because he was such a damaging force in my life, which ended up being, that destructive force ended up being a rebuilding force actually later on, because I used that energy to rebuild my life. But I remember times being with him and wanting to throw up. Literally. Like literally wanting to throw up. Like being just nauseous and being like, what is wrong with me? And I realized, you don't belong with this person, and you know that. You know this person is messed up. You know this person is evil. So I don't ever want to do that again. I don't ever want to be there again. I never want to be with somebody that I look at and I'm repulsed. I never want to be with somebody again who I think about them and it breaks my heart. I never want to be with a person again who I'm just with just to be with somebody. I never want that again. I want to be with somebody I am excited to be with. I want to be with somebody who, even when things are bad, I'm like, this MF get on my nerves, but I want to feel that way about it. Like, okay, I'm mad at them, but, I don't ever want to be with another person again that I have to tolerate. Seriously. And I did a number of times. I was in relationships with people just because they were nice to me, just because they were good to me, just because they gave me something, or just because I didn't want to be alone. Like, some of those relationships were just stupid, bad ideas, and just stupid. And I just don't want to do that again. I want to wait until I meet somebody who I really feel like I'm serious about and I don't have to compromise for. I'm tired of settling for people. I'm tired of saying, okay, well, but I'm tired of that. I want to meet somebody and be like, oh my God, wow, look at this person. So until that happens, I'm going to be single. And I'm okay with that. And I hope you are too. Because if you're not, oh well. because that's how it's gonna be. So yeah, that's why I'm single, and I'm gonna stay that way happily. Deuces.